Hi guys, this is Fish Tanks Galore, and today we'll be bringing you another video about another type of community fish. Today we will be talking about the angelfish. The angelfish is actually a cichlid, so most likely be found in most of your stores in the cichlid aisle or aggressive fish aisle. But contrary to most people's belief, these are not extremely aggressive fish towards most community fish. The only fish the angelfish is typically aggressive towards is itself. If you have two male angelfish in a tank, they will typically fight for territory in the tank, which is what I have going on right now. Currently I have that big black one over there. We've got this little silver one with the stripes up in the corner. He's been pushed over here in the corner by that black one. This black one's twice his size. So the angelfish is actually a really easygoing fish. They're really slow moving most of the time. They are mid-water swimmers, so if you have a taller tank, they'll probably prefer that. They also prefer to have things to hide in or around, like those bamboo plants or the rocks that I had over there on the left side of the tank. When they get larger, they'll actually start to eat your minnows because they are cichlids. They're just not extremely aggressive like most cichlids. So if you do have one that gets about 8 inches long, or sometimes they get taller than longer most of the time, they can actually get about 2 feet big, or 2 feet long, or 2 feet tall in any direction. So they get about as big as anybody's head can get. So if yours is that big, you probably don't want to have it in a tank with a bunch of smaller fish. But until they get that big, they are totally fine eating fish flakes and fish pellets and what are they called? The bloodworms, those things. So really easy fish to take care of. They're a little bit more fragile than most of your community fish. They need to have your water temperature anywhere between 72 and 80 degrees. That's where they like it the best. They also like soft water, which is why I have the wood in there, because the wood is actually a natural water softener. They don't like a lot of heavy metals in the water. That's what the wood's there for. They also like a good amount of water flow. So I've got an extra large bubbler in the back there, making sure that there's enough water flow on the surface for them. They don't really like stagnant water. The other thing they like is they like to have a lot of greenery or plants to hang around, because that's what they're typically used to out in the rivers and such. You want to have at least a 20-gallon tank for these guys because they do tend to roam around and they do like to have their open space. And as I said earlier, if you have more than one of them, the males probably most likely want some space to themselves. So if you have 2 or 3 of them in a 10-gallon tank, that's probably not going to work out. You're probably going to have a couple dead fish in a while. They come in a bunch of different colors. They come in these silver and striped ones, just straight silver ones. They have the black ones. They have the black speckled ones. They have all different kinds of them. They're actually really quite pretty fish. They also come in what I call veil tail, which is the fully veiled tail that's back there on that one. And then they have the standard one, which is this one, which just has the regular fins. They also have those 2 phalange that come down for whatever reason. I don't really know what they're for. They're pretty good tank mates for just about any other fish. As you can see, I have little neon tetras in there, and I have rosy barbs, and I've got a Pocostomus in there somewhere, so they're pretty docile until they get pretty big. What you really want to do is you really want to get 2 angelfish the same size, and you want to get a male and a female, because what will naturally happen is that the male and female angelfish will actually school up, just the 2 of them, and they'll pair off, and they'll actually be pairs for the rest of their life. So that's what you typically want to do. You also don't want to have a male angelfish get in there, get really big, and then get another smaller female angelfish. That typically doesn't work out as well for anybody. So that's actually a pretty cool thing about them. You get the 2 different color ones and you have them floating around. Lastly, as far as disease goes, I have seen them get ick before. Haven't really seen them have other problems with their buoyancy bladder, or them not eating, or cancer. I have seen one with cancer before, but it's not a very common thing among. See, there they go. He just got chased off. That's Big Bob's corner over there. But anyway, ick's really the biggest problem. So as long as when you first get them, you put your ick medicine in, just enough for the tank to become blue or whatever color your ick medicine is, typically you'll be fine. And that'll just about wrap up my angelfish video. So please subscribe, and I have more videos coming with freshwater, saltwater, and coral. So this has been Fish Tanks Galore, and thank you for watching.